the Atlas Post. Have you heard about that back to work $450 bonus? Yes, that bonus for going back to work. It was proposed by U.S. Senator from Ohio, Rob Portman. And one of the reasons he thought this was very important is that there are people that are on unemployment that are making so much more on unemployment that it's actually a disincentive to go back to work. So to help America reopen, they felt that there was something important that needed to be done, which is his proposal is to provide $450 a week for individuals returning to work, meaning they would receive their wages plus their $450 bonus. Because right now, they get $600 plus whatever they're getting off of unemployment. So on this return to work proposal, that $450 weekly bonus, if you return to work before July 31st, and you notice the time frame is similar to that $600 a week unemployment benefits through July 31st that is currently there in place for people that are receiving unemployment. So actually that sounds pretty good because, well, you're going to get the people to go back to work. So let's go back and take a look at one of these numbers real quick because Portman, one of the reasons he thinks that this is so important, and these are the numbers, and I'm looking at some of this thinking, I think it's making some people get a little bit lazy. A recent study by the American Action Forum and the University of Chicago, this is on Senator Portman's website, says that between 60 and 70% of individuals on unemployment are making more than they did in their prior job. That's 60 to 70% of the people that are on unemployment. However, the bottom 20% of wage earners are actually earning double. They're making twice the amount than they were making before on unemployment insurance. So that's one of the reasons that is a strong motivation for all of this. Now, part of it is the HEROES Act is currently on the docket. It's been approved by one house. They're waiting for it to get approved by the Senate and then also by the president to go ahead and pass it. It is $3 trillion. That's much more than the $2.2 trillion CARES Act. That's much more than the CARES Act at $3 trillion. And, well, let's just say it's an election year, and they know that they need to do something because there are so many people that do need help. And even with these numbers being so high, for example, we had done a report a couple of weeks ago that the state of Washington had $300 million in unemployment fraud that they were clawing back. The latest numbers we're looking at as of this morning were $26 billion for unemployment fraud in the United States. And also, I do believe that's higher because I was speaking with one of my friends later this afternoon, and she said that no, actually in the state of Washington, it's now about $2 billion in fraud in Washington, and that's just one state. Okay, we have 50 states, so you know it's going to be a lot more than $26 billion because Washington is not even the most populous states of all. So here's the other question is, will unemployment benefits be extended? Right now, we're not certain because Congress has to go ahead and vote for the HEROES Act and whatever acts that they may be doing. They're trying to, or Congress and the president are trying to get everybody back to work, but we will see because there are elements of our economy that we really do need a lot of help still. In fact, Chairman Powell, Fed Chairman Powell that is, was speaking earlier this morning where it will take a couple years to get back to where we were before, versus before they kept talking about a V-shaped economy. He's basically saying it's going to take longer. So currently what's happening is the $600 extra unemployment benefits are expected to expire on July 31st. So they will go out and vote for them before they go for their August recess. I'm talking about Congress, of course. And whatever they pass, I presume that they're going to want to make it in effect through the election year till past January, which is the new president, and into February. So look for something like that to happen. Also, under the CARES Act, you can receive an additional 13 weeks of unemployment benefits. So these benefits will provide you with a total of 39 weeks of unemployment benefits in most states, which is called the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Benefits. So we shall see what happens. I know there's so much that's going on. Anyway, thank you in advance for helping to support the Atlas Post on Patreon as we strive to bring you accurate information on the stimulus and other news that will affect you. Please leave your comments as we want to hear from you, because your responses, well, not only do they help tell us what you would love to see covered, and you also might be featured in one of the questions, but it also may help somebody too, because it is public knowledge. And, well, let's just say, our public officials are going through the internet. They're looking for responses to see what the public is feeling. So if this has been helpful, we would appreciate a thumbs up. Check out our playlist and subscribe for the latest updates. This is the Atlas Post. Have a joyful day.